A young woman has been strangled with a red scarf. Who could have done such a terrible thing? Surely it wasn't her very own mother. Or could it have been her one and only friend? Maybe she was killed by a man who pursued her relentlessly. Match wits with Rob McCool, as well as Ron McCoy, to see if you can solve this Madcap mystery. Rob McCool's Madcap Mysteries. An RM production. Starring Ron McCoy as Rob McCool. Tonight's episode, The Case of the Slain Shopper.
Here I am at Target to investigate who killed Shauna Sheeter.
Hi, Rob. Thank you for coming so quickly. I had the store evacuated so that we wouldn't be disturbed.
I always want to help out where I can. Can you show me Shauna Sheeter's body?
Yes. A woman customer found her right outside of the ladies' fitting room area. It's right over here.
Lead the way.
It appears as if Miss Sheeter was strangled with this red scarf.
That's very interesting. Have you checked through her personal belongings yet to see if you can find any clues?
As a matter of fact, I have. I discovered the name of her mother and her mother's address. Apparently, Miss Sheeter lived with her mother.
Okay, while you wrap up things here, I will go and interview Shauna Sheeter's mother.
Okay, Rob. Let me know what you find out.
And onward I went to see what I could find out from Shauna Sheeter's mother. And about 10 minutes later, I had arrived at Shauna Sheeter's residence. So I'm at the home of Shauna Sheeter's mother. All I know is her name is Mrs. Sheeter, and I hope she can give me some information about what Shauna's life was like so that I can figure out who on earth would have wanted to strangle Shauna in Target, of all places. Well, here I go. Mrs. Sheeter, thank you for taking the time to talk to me about this. I know what a shock it is.
Thank you for coming, Mr. McCool. The police called and told me to stay at home. I am very frail and unable to drive. I am also on 2 powerful sedatives, so that is why I am showing very little emotion.
Okay, Mrs. Sheeter, thank you for the explanation. I'm investigating her death, which appears to be a murder, and I'm looking for suspects.
Murdered? Oh my! Who would do such a terrible thing to my Shauna?
Well, Mrs. Sheeter, that's what I'm hoping you can tell me. Something about Shauna's friends and acquaintances?
My Shauna had no friends, except for me, her poor, widowed mother. Oh, she did have a friend many years ago. Her name was Becky Lindenmuth. They even shared an apartment together for a while.
Becky Lindenmuth. By any chance, do you know where she lives now?
Yes, I do. She has an apartment, the same apartment that she shared with my Shauna. It is the Clay Terrace Apartments.
Thank you, Mrs. Sheeter. Fear not, I am going to find out who murdered your Shauna. So, I'm at the Clay Terrace apartment complex. It's the place where Becky Lindenmuth lives, And Shauna Sheeter's mother has indicated to me that Becky Lindenmuth is one of Shauna's very few friends. I wonder what clue or clues, if any, Becky Lindenmuth can provide in the murder of Shauna Sheeter. Well, I'm about to find out.
So, Mr. McCool, you say that something has happened to my friend, Shauna Sheeter?
I'm afraid so, Miss Lindenmuth. She was found strangled to death outside a fitting room at Target.
Oh my, Shauna was murdered.
It sure looks that way. Her mother gave me your name. I'm hoping you can tell me about her recent activities as well as her acquaintances.
I can't imagine who could have harmed her, Mr. McCool. She did attend a knitting class every Tuesday morning, and she told me that she had met some kind of rough-looking people there.
Miss Lindenmuth, when did you last talk to Shauna Sheeter?
About 5 days ago, on the phone. I got back from a short trip only yesterday. I went to Leavenworth to visit my Uncle Louis, who is in prison there. Maybe she met someone since we talked. Did the strangler have big hands? Were they a man's hands?
She was killed with a red scarf that was wrapped around her neck.
Really? Was it the same color as the dress she was trying on?
No, the dress was plain black.
Poor Shauna. She always wanted to look chic.
Had she expressed any worries to you recently?
No. A few weeks ago, though, she mentioned that she had seen a man she had dumped back in college staring at her while she was at Ross Dress for Less. She smiled at him and he hurried away. She laughed it off.
What was this boyfriend's name?
Brad Citro. He was a real bore, always talking about himself, as well as always gossiping about everyone he knew.
By any chance, do you know how I could find Brad Citro?
As a matter of fact, yes. He is the custodian in this building, which explains why it looks so bad.
Thank you, Miss Lindenmuth. And pardon the routine question, but where were you today?
Quite all right. I was in charge of diversity, equity, and inclusion at the Internal Revenue Office where I worked. I was laid off in February. Today, I had an interview at Priscilla's boutique in Independence. I just got home an hour ago.
Again, thank you, Miss Lindenmuth. I must track down Brad Citro. I have questions to ask him. Have a great day.
Sure, Mr. McCool, I like Shauna Sheeter. However, she didn't like me. Every time I called her for a date, she told me to drop dead.
Mr. Citro, when was the last time you saw Shauna Sheeter?
I last saw Shauna at a 4th of July celebration about 2 years ago. I asked her to go to dinner, and she shot a bottle rocket at me.
I see. Well, thank you, Mr. Citro. I must be going. Have a great day. I have much information to mull over, so I'm going to head back to Target to consult with my good friend, former student, and police inspector Will Pierce before I make an official declaration about who killed Shauna Sheeter.
Welcome back, Rob. I am anxious to find out what you have discovered.
Well, Will, I did talk to Shauna Sheeter's mother, and she told me that Shauna Sheeter has one friend, so I went and talked to that one friend, Becky Lindenmuth, and that led me to the discovery that Shauna Sheeter had an admirer whom she couldn't stand.
Do you have reason to believe that any of those 3 people strangled Shauna Sheeter?
Well, yes I do. One of them did murder Shauna Sheeter.
Do tell.
Very well, Will. It was Becky Lindenmuth who strangled Shauna Sheeter. So how do I know that Becky Lindenmuth killed Shauna Sheeter? Well, you think about that, and also, if you're enjoying this video, think about clicking on like, subscribe, and on the notification bell so that you always know when I upload a new video. And now back to Rob McCool's Madcap Mysteries.
So, Rob, you say that it was Becky Lindenmuth who strangled Shauna Sheeder. However do you know?
Becky knew that Shauna had been trying on a dress. If Becky hadn't been there, how would she know that?
Very well. Would you like to accompany me as I go over to arrest her?
Absolutely. Let's go. So, Becky, why did you feel you had to murder Shauna Sheeder?
2 years ago, at a 4th of July party one where Shauna told Brad Citro to drop dead, she flirted with my fiance, which caused our engagement to end. So, at Target, I followed Shauna, slipped into the fitting room. While Shauna was looking at herself in the mirror, I slipped into the fitting room and surprised and strangled her with a strap from a discarded dress.
Miss Lindenmuth, thank you for the confession, and Rob McCool is a witness. You are under arrest.
Ah, me, always the victim.
This Madcap mystery is solved, but be sure to join me in the next episode of Rob McCool's Madcap Mysteries. Oh, rats!
Come quickly. It's the minister. I think he's dead.
A poisoned minister. A church picnic. A very suspicious suspect. And another. And another. It's the case of the church picnic potboiler on the next episode of Rob McCool's Madcap Mysteries.